So let's talk about the John Brown Gun Club, or the Brown Berets as they like to call themselves. A lot of you guys out there are calling them lemons. And they're part of the ANTIFA movement. This, of course, is the liberal movement that hates Donald Trump. And since he's been elected, they've been either peacefully protesting in some instances or violently rioting in others because they feel their rights and freedoms and liberties are being infringed upon. Now, at this point, I have to address the fact that since Donald Trump's been elected, absolutely zero of your rights or freedoms or liberties have been infringed upon. Now, maybe at some point, some of the things you care about will be under attack, and I can certainly sympathize with that as a conservative libertarian who survived 8 years of Obama and liberals in power. I understand what it's like to feel like you're under attack, and you have the right, no, you have the duty to peacefully protest against those things that you feel are unjust or violate your rights and freedoms and liberties. But do understand that at this point, there is no attack on you. But barring all that, what I'm hearing from my side of the political spectrum, people who are more right-leaning, a little bit more conservative or Republican or even libertarian, basically looking at these people and going, ugh, buttercup social justice warrior butterflies, little whiny babies, snowflakes, if you will, hypocrites, who just a year or 2 or 3 years ago were on the anti-gun liberal bandwagon, and now, all of a sudden, because of Donald Trump, because things they care about are under attack, well, now they decide to be pro-gun? No. Go away, buttercup. We don't want to hear it. And here's my problem with that. You see, how many times has somebody who is pro-gun, put aside all your other political beliefs, but as somebody who is pro-gun, who respects the Second Amendment, how many times, especially over the last 8 years, did you just beg for liberals to listen, to open up their minds and pay attention to what the Second Amendment really is, what it really means, how it is a fundamental piece of the foundation of our country, and how it doesn't just protect the rights and freedoms of people on the right, but it protects the rights and freedoms of people on the left as well. How many times did you beg for people to just listen to your argument, to pay attention to the truth about guns and gun statistics and crime stats and the Second Amendment and what shall not be infringed and the right to keep and bear arms really means? How many times did we as pro-gunners beg for the other side to listen? Probably every single day for the last 8 years. And yet, now that here's a group of liberals who've actually come to that side of the argument, who may actually be open to real and honest discussion about the Second Amendment, you insult them and berate them and call them names? Look, I understand what it feels like to be put upon for the last 8 years under Obama and the liberals and having your values and your beliefs constantly attacked, but can't we just this once put that aside and realize somebody's just opened up a door here? There's a group of liberals who actually are becoming pro-gun. Let's foster that. I mean, again, despite everything else we believe in, wouldn't it be nice in this country if because of something like this, we were able to grow the narrative that at least one thing, the Second Amendment, gun rights shall not be infringed, at least that one thing we could all agree on? Wouldn't that be nice for a change? I think it would, and I think most of you out there think it would as well. So, please, for all of our sakes, embrace the other side, regardless of your differences. This is one thing we might actually be able to come together on, and maybe it does nothing long term, but maybe it opens up a narrative for greater change when it comes to the belief behind the Second Amendment to shall not be infringed, to keeping and bearing arms in this country by all sides of the political spectrum. I'll ask you to at least try to have those conversations, to open up those doors and embrace the other side on this one particular thing. Stop the insults, stop the name calling, and realize that somebody on the other side is finally listening